Good there?
Yeah, I'm coming.
No problem. Jason. All right, I think you just good.
You want us to bring all of them? I literally welcome everybody. We have one program on sale and we have samples. We have one flavor homemade ice cream. Mommy, this is my mom, she can help you, right? No problem, yes. How much pasta? You want something? Oh. Beef, right? You know it's beef, right? Yeah, you can have chicken.
How much is this one?
What's that? That's pepper sauce, eh? 25. No, some people just take the other one in front for pepper sauce, but the other one in front is pimento, right? Oh gosh. You put it there. One of this, right?
Yeah, I ordered. Yeah, please.
Yes, only the first who ordered it. Man and beef now. Yes, that's what they ordered it. And then you can have something else.
The expert.
Chicken? Oh, like chicken back. Anything else? Don't choose no corn soup or no corn soup.
No, I had ordered extra meat. Okay, okay. Marine, this, they had
I had ordered 6 frozen chicken pastel.
True?
Yeah, I did.
I'll get it for you, but the glasses are now. That's okay, I will get it to you. That's okay.
I'm gonna get tulum and yeah, slice of cake.
Yeah.
How much is the crunch check, man?
140. Alright, so you like it?
How much off of it?
Man, the cake is 20, right? Huh? The cake. Which cake? The cake. No, 10 and 10, 20. 120. Yeah.
call them birdmen because they're the cage on the right. So they're just sitting there relaxing. The one in the corner here is Damien, the one here is Moppers, Eggies,
Looking for a bigger black.
and Tallest. Tallest boy, nothing pressure.
Tell them we're looking
Kenneth!
for a bigger black.
Kenneth, I hear a story, boy. I hear a story. When you went Shodo with Kwefe, and Warren tell you.
Yeah, head out.
Ah,
At once.
at once. So when you look on the left, on the right hand side there, you're looking at into Diego Mountain. Left. That's Diego Mountain all the way down. We are going to climb that mountainous region here. The minute I go down that hill and I start to climb, we're only going uphill. So you will have to solo your saliva. Rosemary Hill on the left of us. Why they call it rosemary? Because of the large volume of rosemary plants there. And the kitty cat in the road. I don't know what she's doing there, but she was there. How she move across. This here now is a piece of cabbage again. Brace yourself. Okay, what is Harry? All right now. So this will be one of the steepest meter hills we are going to climb to go to the tippy top. And also too, it's not a game, this is not a road you play on. The minute you're coming up here, you have to have the ability in driving, in stopping and pulling up on the hill, and also to maneuvering if a vehicle is coming, because you're on a hill. And the vehicle is not going to just jump off the road for you to pass. So you have to use the road, figure it out. On the right hand side you will see a lot of hill again crop. Upper Paramin and chive again. If you look on the right, we use the word chive. Chive is one of the most common of the crops. A vehicle looked like it was trying to go up, but it looked like something happened there and they can't go up. So they're trying to turn around, but they are children on the road. Flambeau, drive up the car for the man, Flambeau. Drive up the car for the man, boy. You turn around and reverse up the hill, boy. Follow me. Boy, turn around and reverse, boy. Come, boy. I put the people in my maxi, boy. Reverse back. Yo. Okay, man. Hold on to your trousers. And your knickers. And all what you have to hold on to. Was trying to do there. Coming down in the middle of the road, there's a 2-lane road. Don't practice that. He wasn't to go down, you know. The man wasn't to go down. 2 vehicles coming up. And he can't drive. He's mashing brakes. You'll feel the air changes or changing. Truck end up going in the mud, yes? Oh, Rasta man! This boy not answering the radio at all, and that's his problem. Ah, Clinton. Clinton. Trousers and your knickers. Breed is a capital S. Don't practice that, okay? Leave this only for the ones who, yeah, this is our game. People that come here and fall down in the drains and have Jeep and van coming to pull them out. Persons that defecate themselves right around the corner as well, vehicle coming down and they going up. Remember, you cannot stop. You should not stop. Okay, we are going to the highest point right now. We're going to breathe up there. Okay, the mist will be on your right as I climb. See it falling. This whole piece of mountain, this whole piece of white cloud will cover this mountain just now.
What's the highest point in Canada?
The height is 2,121.
Not here, you know.
Huh?
Highest point.
In Trinidad or here?
Oh, in Trinidad.
Oh, in Trinidad. Moncel El Delaripo, 3,083. So what you're seeing here, you have to yawn, you have to swallow your saliva because your ears is going to pop. On the left, you see behind them that the clouds already, the clouds is under us on the left. And on the right, it's going to come down shortly on the right. See this here, this is going to come down and cover this whole entire place. You're enjoying it now. When we're going back out, you may not see it. Yeah. And that's what I'm telling you, the elevation puts you where you are. So the highest point in Trinidad is Mount El Delaripo, which is 3,083, and the second one, which is 11 feet less, is called Mount El Ticuch. El Ticuch. This is only 2,000. Only, yes. In case you don't know from my, alright, let me just. Oh, chill. When I grew up, I want to be like you, boy, with a white jersey and a phone in my hand. And when the phone dead, I pull out the battery pack and I charge it back. And the whole cycle start all over again. Ladies and gents, you're at La Vigie Lookout. So we are here for a while. Let me see the time. 40 minutes. And then we leave to head back to Julia. Oh, them two vehicles go fit here. Across the road here has similar thing to where we
Hi and welcome to the lookout at Paramin. Spectacular views.
Ian.
Weather machine right there.
The company, I don't know if they're still in church now, they're probably back at Miss Monica house right now. They went to church. I gotta go and pick them up after we finish here. But other than that, yeah. Yeah. No, when I'm in Paramin because of the power steering and the now and the gas light. They got power plenty.
Now we go to the top lookout. Y'all didn't need to move.
Hey, when you're coming down, and my daughter was talking, and she said, when last time you see an enamel cup? I thought I parents for you. Thank you so much. I'm going to put the enamel cup.
And watch me. The bag go finish, the bag go finish, the thing go finish, and the cup go still remain in this space. Wait.
Alright guys, so lunch is served.
Okay.
Vegetarians first, any vegetarians? Come on across first.
Jay, one more tea? Tea.
Nah, we have a whole lot. Right, so the vegetarians go first, you're going across by Melissa. You're picking your calabash.
Sorry.
And we'll organize that, and in about 5 minutes everybody will come across that.
So I just have two questions for you. No long interview. So, what is your favorite thing about up here in specific?
Paramin?
Yes.
Lord. I could tell you so many.
Anyone you want.
Hardworking people, loving people, caring people, people that look out for each other. Everything that's about Paramin, share it. I could go on and on. Yeah.
All right. And lastly, how long have you been doing this?
Approximately about 15 years.
15? 15 years. Wonderful. All right then. This is, what is your name? Sorry, I didn't introduce you.
Julia.
Right. So this is Auntie Julia. She's actually well known in this area, and there's been several videos where I've seen her in actually. So this is the woman herself. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
The cheese was in a little smiley face there.
like a ton of smile. Let me give you room. Come on.
Alright. Big feet. Would you like coconut beef, just like this? Or would you like coffee, just like this? Now,
This is the coffee house. And I think the roof retracts. It pulls out that way to reveal this area. Alright, so this is Auntie Julia's abode, smokehouse, well known.
coconut beef, like one buck.
Don't really want too much, huh? Hey, you're using my daughter.
I call you about 6 times coming down the road in front of when you're in front of me. I'm calling you and say, hey, stop your car in 2 minutes. Stop my truck. Calling you and I'm telling you that I say, man, when I come down the hill, I look across there, I see you back up.
But it is a dual carriageway. Vehicles come up just like I'm going down. But at night here, this area here has no street light. So don't be one of them who to come and park at this side of the road with your KFC. We'll be merging onto the North Coast Road. In case you did not know, persons will pass here all the time and wonder where this road is taking you. Now you know. The writing on the wall is called Fon Poitou. Right, so now you're always wondering, but you're wondering going to. Right, so now you know. Now you know it could take you all into the village of Paramin from here. But remember, there's no signage. So now we are on this road, and this road is called the North Coast Road. It also has a nickname like myself. I am Cornelius Felician Carlos. And the North Coast Road is North Coast Maracas Road. Slinger Francisco, Mighty Sparrow. So all these things are nicknamed. So if you have to write this, you have to write it to the government, which is, I just call it name, the law, which is magistrate, lawyer in court. It has to be documented as North Coast Road, or else the case will be thrown out. Alright? So this road was created by the US Army. The US Army was invited by the British. The British were here governing Trinidad all the way down in the 40s. And the US Army was sent to construct this road on the hills because the British confiscate our recreation area down at Shagaramas. Down there at Shagaramas, they had what you call a submarine base. Using it as a submarine base, they then send the army to construct a road into the hillside, giving us a recreation area called Maracas Beach. Hence the reason the road is called Maracas Road. The army, which is the US Army, took only 9 months. June 1943 to April 1944, constructing this road through the hills. Back there at Shagaramas, which was used as a submarine base and also a protected area for Port of Spain, where they had a chain link fence dangling on the water, holding up by the buoys and buoys, floating in devices. They are protecting Port of Spain from invasion of torpedo or what you call submarine attack.
So why the Protestant build the road itself?
I'll come to that just now. And they had all the way back down to Shagaramas, that was there. So when the war was ended, all this, what you call buoys and buoys, were placed in front. And they were placed in front there for years and years and years. And nobody was buying scrap iron battery buying then. It stayed there. And today when you drive down to Shagaramas, your Caranage area, you will see our housing scheme on the right hand side as you drive down, mark the buoys. B-U-O-Y-S. That's how it get its name, because of all these pontoon was parked there for years and years and years. Caranage also to the area that down there is not the only one in the world. You go to Grenada, there's a Caranage. You go to Jamaica, there's a Caranage. You go to St. Lucia, Barbados, and obviously Trinidad, there's Caranage. So it has a meaning. The meaning is cleaning of vessels. And it's also a haven for persons who have water vessels to place there for the cushion of bad weather. And that's why it is down on that side. So back to the beautiful question the young lady is asking there about why the British didn't build the road for themselves. The British was what they are and who they are. Okay, they were empires. They are just like what they are, sitting there on a throne, asking people to do things for them. And up to this day, they're still that way, and no disrespect to them, but it's just what it is. Paint a brush with the paint that is in the tin. Alright? So they brought the Americans was very glad to get their name recognized, and up to today, American built all these roads, and the largest war base out of America, Fort Reed in Kumoto, still today documented as one of the largest war bases out of America, up at Kumoto side. And they built the road there for as well, and the Shagaramas Road and the Maracas Road, and many things the British did. So the governing body was the British, and they sat there. You remember the word avocado?
Yes.
Thank you. You remember many things in Pakistan and India that they have on their crowns? Let me leave that alone, please. Alright? So speaking about that, let's talk about it one time. So back there in Port of Spain, we have 4 streets. Independence Square today, because of Eric Williams bringing us into an independent nation, we have that happened in 1962. So before that, Independence Square was called Maureen and also had a name called King Street because of the British. They call it King Street. After the king in the royal family was who? The Queen. So the street not to the north side of King is called Queen. And the one not to the Queen is what? Prince. And then the one not to the Prince is what?
George.
Duke. So all these 4 streets are the main west to east streets that runs into Port of Spain that carries the 4 names: King, Queen, Prince, and Duke. And they call the other one Top Pack. Alright, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying that is what it was then. Right? But eventually things will change. Like the Queen's Park Savannah, she called George. You have King George V Park, you have George Street. So George Street, Nelson Street, and Duncan Street were the first 3 streets in Port of Spain before it was expanded, okay, to the western side. Right? So Port of Spain has a lovely history, magnificent history. I love the Port of Spain tours. person asked me what is there to do in 4 hours in Port of Spain. I did a tour the other day for National Trust, and 4 hours was not enough. The amount of thing you are going to hear that in Port of Spain, you and always say to yourself, you are not a Trini. So persons like yourself, and let me say why I like doing this job. Persons like yourself, I remember telling some tour guides way back then, all the way back in 2001 and 4, whatever time, I was telling about that, and one of the guys said, I don't want to do a tour with no Trinidadian, you know. I prefer Americans because then Trinidadians, they feel they know everything. And I tell him, I like Trinidadians because Trinidadians, just like yourself, ask me the question, what could I tell you? What could I tell you? You're a Trinidadian, you're born here. What could I tell you? Okay, and this is exactly what I just told you.
What's the history of the pillars?
What's that?
What's the history of the pillars?
The history of the pillars is Americans, once they build something, they leave that marker. So the Americans, that's a marker of the Americans, built that road, so they left that there, and that was one of the main entrance of your sea, you know, when it was created. And from there to the beach is approximately 10 kilometers. So from here, all the way back to Port of Spain is 13. Alright, so from Hyatt Hotel to Maracas Beach is 23 kilometers away, the same distance from Hyatt Hotel to Piaco International. Let's show our eyes on the right. This massive, gigantic, humongous tree. That tree is called a kapok. Yeah, that tree is called a kapok. Listen to the name all the way back then. You remember I told you a tree called the kapok tree?
Yes.
Right, so I will give you a story shortly, but before I give you this story, there's another one around the corner right there. Alright? And I know people want to say, Carlos, not right there, it's right there. Alright? I know you want to correct me. Go ahead, you know, I'm listening. I'm waiting like a hawk. That one in the corner here is called a sandbox. Sandbox tree. So if you look at my hands here, this is called the pot from the sandbox. I didn't do anything with it. Okay, they come in pairs. Boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife. So this is a sandbox. Back in the 80s, this was used as a pendant.
Yes, yes.
Right.
Dolphin.
Oh, Miss Lady, don't talk so yes. People gonna know your age. They gonna know you're 55 years old. Oh God, Jesus! Look how easy I know your age. But you just feeling real happy. So this is called dolphins. And back back on television, we had a movie called Flipper. Right. So this is used for making pendants. But then listen to this. The pendant was hung or used. What was used to hang the pendant was called a clacks shoelace. Clacks had the wrong shoelace, and up to today the young people do not know why they wear the clacks without lacing, and that's where it came from. They used to remove the shoelace to tie their pendant. Okay, so this was polished and shine and glossy as pendant. But then there's another trick to this. If people play the greedy and they want to eat your food, you grate it. Right, you grate it and put it on the food and you get boclax. Yeah, they just go brute and they can't hold up their stomach.